The fourth season of the fantasy drama television series Game of Thrones premiered in the United States on HBO on April 6, 2014, and concluded on June 15, 2014. It was broadcast on Sunday at 9 p.m. in the United States, consisting of 10 episodes, each running approximately 50 to 60 minutes. The season is adapted primarily from the second half of Storm of Swords, along with elements of Feast for Crows and Dance with Dragons, all novels from the Song of Ice and Fire series by George R.R. Martin. The series is adapted for television by David Benioff and D.B. Weiss. HBO ordered the fourth season on April 2, 2013, which began filming in July 2013. The season was filmed primarily in Ireland, Northern Ireland and Croatia. The story takes place in fictional world, primarily upon continent called Westeros, with one storyline occurring on another continent to the east known as Essos. Like the novel and previous seasons, the fourth season mainly centers around the War of the Five Kings. After the death of Robb Stark at the Red Wedding, all three remaining kings in Westeros believe they have claim to the Iron Throne. Meanwhile, at the Wall, Jon Snow and the Night's Watch get ready for the battle against the Free Folk. Game of Thrones features large ensemble cast, including Peter Dinklage, Nikolai Coster-Waldau, Lena Headey, Emilia Clarke and Kit Harington. The season introduced number of new cast members, including Pedro Pascal, Indira Varma, Michael Huisman and Dean Charles Chapman. Critics praised the show's production values and cast, with specific accolades for Dinklage's portrayal of Tyrion Lannister. Viewership yet again rose compared to the previous season. It won of the 19 Emmy Awards for which it was nominated. Episodes cast: main cast, guest cast, the recurring actors. Listed here are those who appeared in Season 4. They are listed by the region in which they first appear. Production on April 2, 2013, HBO announced it had renewed the series for fourth season, to consist of 10 episodes. Crew: David Benioff and D.B. Weiss serve as main writers and showrunners for the fourth season. They co-wrote 7 out of 10 episodes. The remaining 3 episodes were written by Brian Cogman, 2 episodes, and the author of Song of Ice and Fire, George R.R. Martin, 1 episode. Benioff and Weiss co-directed the season premiere after making their directorial debut in Season 3. Although only Weiss is credited, as Benioff received credit for their previous directed episode. Alex Graves, who directed 2 episodes in Season 3, returned and directed episodes 2, 3, and 10. Michelle MacLaren, who also directed 2 episodes in Season 3, returned to direct episodes and 5. Former series cinematographer Alex Sakharov, who directed in Seasons and 3, returned to direct episodes and 7. And Neil Marshall directed episode after previously directing Blackwater, the 9th episode of Season 2. Casting: the fourth season adds previously recurring actors Gwendoline Christie, Brienne of Tarth, Ewan Reen, Ramsay Snow, Christopher Hivju, Tormund Giantsbane, and Hannah Marie Gilly, to the series' main cast. Iain Glen's credit is moved last in the rotation and given the with moniker. Prince Oberyn Martell, nicknamed the Red Viper, is played by Chilean-American actor Pedro Pascal. "This was tough one," said showrunners David Benioff and Dan Weiss about the casting. "The Red Viper is sexy and charming, yet believably dangerous. Intensely likable, yet driven by hate. The boys love him, the girls love him, and he loves them all back. Unless your last name is Lannister. We found fellow who can handle the job description and make it seem effortless. He wasn't easy to find and he won't be easy to stop." Martin commented on the casting by saying, "Wasn't present for Pedro Pascal's audition, but understand that he really killed it with his reading. And since his casting was announced, The producer of another TV show on which he appeared recently has written me to say how terrific Pascal is, and to congratulate us on the casting. So suspect that he will turn out to be wonderful. Red Viper. Actress Indira Varma was cast as Ilaria Sand, Prince Oberyn's paramour. Roger Ashton Griffiths joins the cast in the role of Mace Tyrell. The Lord Oaf of Higgardon, as his mother describes him, is otherwise known as father to Margaery and Loras. His casting was confirmed by George R.R. Martin, who introduced the actor as the solution to Riddlehead set fans with the following message: "Yes, it's the fine British character actor Roger Ashton Griffiths, who has been cast in the role of Mace Tyrell, son to the Queen of Thorns, and father of Loras and Margaery. Mark Gatiss plays Tycho Nestoris, representative of the Iron Bank of Braavos, to whom the Iron Throne owes millions." In Borrowed Gold. The role of Hisdar Zolmorek is played by young British actor Joel Ferry. Hisdar is the young scion of an ancient Meereenese family who crosses paths with Daenerys Targaryen in Meereen. Elizabeth Webster was cast as Fat Valda Frey. Valda Frey is granddaughter of Lord Walder Frey. She is the new wife of Roose Bolton, the Lord of the Dreadfort. During the wedding feast of Edmure Tully and Rosalind Frey, Lord Bolton recounts to Catelyn Stark and Sir Brynden Blackfish Tully how Lord Walder Frey proposed him to marry one of his granddaughters and offered her weight in silver as dowry. Lord Bolton then adds he chose the fattest bride available and she has made him very rich. Paula Dionysodi and Rupert Vansittart were cast as Lady Anya Wenwood and Bronze Jan Royce. They are the heads of House Wenwood and House Royce of Runestone, two powerful vassal houses of House Arryn. Yuri Kolokolnikov plays Styr, one of Mance Rayder's lieutenants and the Magnar, the name of the first ever Lord of Finn, which is now title of the Finn people, Wildling clan. Two mysterious characters from Bran's storyline have also been cast: the Three-Eyed Crow, who is played by Struan Roger, and Child of the Forest, played by Octavia Alexandrou. Roles that were recast for season include Michael Huisman as Dario Naharis. Huisman replaces Ed Skrein, who portrayed the character in Season 3. Dean Charles Chapman plays the role of Tommen Baratheon, King Joffrey's younger brother. Tommen was played by Callum Wary in Seasons 2. Chapman appeared as Martin Lannister in 2 episodes of Season, Walk of Punishment and Kissed by Fire. Hafthor Julius Bjornsson was cast as Sir Gregor Clegane, called the Mountain. Hafthor replaces Ian White, who portrayed the character in Season 2 after an absence of at least season. Owen Teale returns as Alliser Thorne, Kate Dickie as Lysa Arryn, Dominic Carter as Janos Slynt, Tony Way as Dantos Hollard, Andy Beckwith as Rorge, Gerard Jordan as Biter, Andy Kelleher as Polliver, Lino Faccioli as Robin Arryn and Brian Fortune as Othel Yarwick. Filming for the season began on July 8, 2013, in Northern Ireland. The series also returned to Iceland and Dubrovnik for filming. New locations in Croatia include Diocletian's Palace in Split, Cliffs Fortress north of Split, Perun Quarry east of Split, Moser Mountain, and Bashka Voda further down to the south. In the commentary for Episode 2, The Lion and the Rose, the showrunners revealed the parts of Joffrey's death scene had been filmed in California. The Thingvellir National Park in Iceland was used as the location for the fight between Brienne and the Hound. Filming for the season lasted 136 days and was completed on November 21, 2013. Music: the Icelandic post-rock band Sigur Rós appears in the second episode, as group of musicians serenading the royal couple at their wedding reception with the Rains of Castamere. This continues the series' tradition of employing noted indie bands, begun in season with the National and continued in season with the Hold Steady. The soundtrack for the season was released digitally on June 10, 2014, and on CD on July 1, 2014. Reception: critical response: the fourth season was acclaimed by critics. However, The third episode attracted criticism for the inclusion of scene in which Jaime Lannister appears to be raping his sister and lover Cersei in the Great Sept of Baelor. In the source novel, Cersei verbally consents to the sexual encounter, but does not in the television portrayal. The final episode was also criticized for the omission of the events of the epilogue of Storm of Swords, which was expected by fans to be the final scene. The review aggregator website Metacritic gave season score of 94 out of 100 based on 29 reviews, signifying universal acclaim. On Rotten Tomatoes, the fourth season has 97% approval rating from 44 critics with an average rating of 8.89 out of 10. The site's critical consensus reads, "Game of Thrones continues to be one of the best shows on TV, combining meticulously plotted character arcs with the spectacular design of the Seven Kingdoms." Rating season obtained the strongest viewer numbers of all seasons aired up until that point, with series high of 7.20 million viewers of the first airing of the seventh episode. With its fourth season, Game of Thrones has become the most watched HBO series in history, surpassing the fourth season of The Sopranos, which had gross audience of 18.2 million viewers, averaging 18.4 million viewers across multiple platforms, including live viewing, encores, DVR views, HBO Go and on-demand views. Accolades for the 30th TCA Awards. The series was nominated for Outstanding Achievement in Drama and Program of the Year. For the 4th Critics' Choice Television Awards, the series was nominated for Best Drama Series and Diana Rigg received nomination for Best Guest Performer in Drama Series. For the 66th Primetime Emmy Awards, the series received 19 nominations, including Outstanding Drama Series, Peter Dinklage for Outstanding Supporting Actor in Drama Series, Lena Headey for Outstanding Supporting Actress in Drama Series, Diana Rigg for Outstanding Guest Actress in Drama Series, David Benioff and D.B. Weiss for Outstanding Writing for Drama Series for the Children, and Neil Marshall for Outstanding Directing for Drama Series for The Watchers on the Wall. For the 67th Writers Guild of America Awards, the series was nominated for Best Drama Series and George R.R. Martin was nominated for Best Episodic Drama for The Lion and the Rose. For the 21st Screen Actors Guild Awards, the cast was nominated for Best Drama Ensemble, Peter Dinklage was nominated for Best Drama Actor, and the series won for Best Stunt Team. For the 72nd Golden Globe Awards, the series was nominated for Best Television Series, Drama. For the 67th Directors Guild of America Awards, Alex Graves was nominated for Outstanding Directing, Drama Series for the episode The Children. Release Home Media. The fourth season of Game of Thrones was released on DVD and Blu-ray in region on February 17, 2015, February 17, 2015. IMAX between January 30 and February 5, 2015. The last 2 episodes of Season 4 were shown in 205 IMAX theaters in the U.S. Game of Thrones is the first TV series released in this format. The show earned $686,000 in its opening day at the box office and $1.5 million during its opening weekend. The one-week release grossed $1,896,092. Copyright infringement. The fourth season of Game of Thrones was the most pirated TV series in 2014. References external links Game of Thrones, official US site Game of Thrones, official UK site Game of Thrones, The Viewer's Guide on HBO.com Making Game of Thrones on HBO.com List of Game of Thrones episodes on IMDb List of Game of Thrones episodes at TV.com Game of Thrones, season at Rotten Tomatoes